Ain't about that, fool. I got these. What the fuck? Blood, what the fuck? Where you at? I'm at our door.
Alright, Brakati Howell, Brakati Awashai, Brakati Howell, Brakati Awashai, Brakati Howell, Brakati Howell, Bashim Awashai, Bahashim, Rakar Kodash, the blessed of the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, which you well. Salutations to the hopeful elect out there, you Akim to Sadakim, that do this thing in the utmost truth and sincerity. I'm the priest Shaman. This week's topic is going to be entitled, I don't know, Indians read death in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much Indian Red is a friend of a guy named Capone 3 or something like that, Baby Capone or something like that. So the story is this: Baby Capone is of the Blood Gang, right? And a recent famous rapper by the name of Nipsey Hussle, all right, perished, and they had a mural for him, and then Capone, Baby Capone, defiled it, spray painted blood stuff all over it, and then there's a big thing going on there. So what does the guy do? The guy takes the IG live, because that's a new thing nowadays. Jacob becomes so simple that they commit murders and crimes and all that stuff live on IG. Whole bunch of evidence for the cops to see and everything. He told everybody his address, and he's sort of been mocking the situation since it happened a few months ago, And in the midst of a conversation, all right, his ally by the name of Indian Red was gunned down, right on live. Obviously for him to see, But again, this guy is still alive. The other one is still alive, but the other one with the braids, Indian Red, he's dead. While Capone is alive, the one that disrespected Nipsey Hussle's mural, right? So, what does that have to do with the scriptures? And if you see the comments, on certain videos, you actually see people saying, "Look, man, this is not right. Our people are cursed. The Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the Israelites." That's true. And the fact that they're doing this to one another is a curse. A lot of people might not understand why the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans primarily are killing one another senselessly. Okay? This is Deuteronomy 28, and I start at 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahshua thy power, to observe, to do all his commandments, and his statutes which I commanded thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. So, you had two men, one standing on one mountain, another standing on another mountain, and they were saying, "Look, if you keep all the law, statute, commandments, these blessings shall come upon you." And then another man on another mountain said, "Look, if you don't keep it, these curses shall fall upon you." And you can see a shit ton of curses that did fall upon our people, all right? And primarily what I want to deal with concerning this man's death is Deuteronomy 28:54, where it says, "So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate." Now, tender and delicate means very compassionate. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean a feminine homosexual or something like that. It means he was a compassionate individual. Israelites, it was in the law, if you had an ox and it fell in the ditch, you return it to the owner. That's the equivalent of somebody, accidentally, leave their car keys in a car. Instead of stealing a car, no, you say you return the car keys back to its owner, or you don't do nothing at all. That's very similar to what happens over there in Dubai. In Dubai, they just leave their car keys in the car because they live by Sharia law, some shit like that. Some type of code of ethics. That's how we used to be. We used to be stand-up people. Because we was following the law, statutes, and commandments. Now it says a part of the curses: the man that was tender and delicate, his eyes shall be evil towards his brother, not even his enemy. Because you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you have enemies, man. When you read about the Psalms, the 83rd chapter, Esau, Edom, so-called white men, so-called Chinese, Japanese, East Indians, Arabs, they're supposed to be your enemies, but your eye is not evil towards your enemy. Y'all don't gun down and gangbang on the so-called white man or the Chinese. Y'all gangbang on each other. It says towards his brother and towards the wife of his bosom and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. And speaking of which, man, you had this one dude that he went pissing on the op's grave, okay, as they would say, right? The opposition, he pissed on his grave, and the person was there that was close to the dead opposition, all right, and started shooting at him and killed his daughter. And he said he wouldn't bang for his daughter, he'll bang for the gang. So our people are in a straight up far delusion with this whole gang demon and everything like that, man. But again, it goes back to the curses. These are why these things are happening. This is why they're killing each other on Instagram Live and posting it and all type of shit like that and retaliations, and it's endless because the Most High put the curses upon our people. Nobody else is doing what Israel is doing. All right, and when you go into when Yahweh Shai walked the earth, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, they asked the Lord again to curse them, the 2/3 of our people. Here it is, Matthew 27 and 22. Pilate saith unto them, what shall I do then with Yahweh Shai, which is called the Anointed? They all say unto him, let him be crucified. So they wanted to crucify Yahweh Shai, or who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, okay, with no real justification. You know, in fact, Pilate's wife was having dreams that he was the son of the Most High, and Pilate was saying, nah, this man is innocent. Verse 23, and the governor said, why? What evil hath he done? But they cried out the more, saying, let him be crucified. They couldn't put no accusations against Yahweh Shai because Yahweh Shai was an innocent man. All right? In Roman law and, first and foremost, the Most High's laws. Verse 24, when Pilate saw that he could prevail nothing, but that rather a tumult was made, he took water and washed his hands. See, now here's the shit though. Pilate, he got to be held accountable because at the end of the day, he had the right to say, no, this is a free man. So his blood, he's going to have to pay too. All right. And he's walking the earth in the reincarnation. When Yahweh Shai comes back, he's going to know who he is, and Yahweh Shai is going to judge his ass too. It says, he took water and washed his hands before the multitude, saying, I am innocent of the blood of this just person. See to it. Again, that right there condemned him. You know, you can't say no shit like that. Oh, I'm washing my hands. If a guy could kill him, he's an innocent man. Hell no. You had the power to stop that. Verse 25. Then answered all the people and said, his blood be on us and on our children. See that? They put up a curse upon themselves for shedding innocent blood. Yahweh Shai, when he walked the earth as Yahweh Shai, not his previous incarnation, he was completely sinless, man. Innocent. I know what the law says, Deuteronomy 19 and 9. It says, if thou shalt keep all these commandments to do them, which I commanded thee this day, to love the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahshua thy power, and to walk ever in his ways, then shalt thou add 3 cities more for thee besides these 3. That innocent blood, that's the point I want to deal right now. Innocent blood. That innocent blood be not shed in thy land, which the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua thy power giveth thee for an inheritance, and so blood be upon thee. So when you shed innocent blood in the land, the payment for that is your blood. Life for life. You know, tooth for tooth. That's in the scriptures. That's how things are supposed to be. However, they shed the blood of the innocent, Yahweh Shai. So now 2/3 of the nation of Israel are getting it, man. And they're getting it bad. You know? Live capital punishment. Is the Most High sad about this? Is the Most High, losing his mind that a lot of our people are killing themselves? No. Proverbs 1 and 26. It says, I will also laugh at your calamities. So when we see these niggas go live and kill each other, you just gotta laugh at it, because it's just like, yo, why would you want to live a life where you have to constantly look around your back? Why would you want to live a life, void of peace? Here it is, you already in hell serving your captivity in America, but you want to intensify that by doing stupid shit like gangbanging. It's ridiculous, man. It says, I will also laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. See? So the Most High is mocking you niggas now. He's going to mock it when Jacob's trouble intensifies, man. When your fear cometh as a desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish come upon you, what's going on in the gang violence culture, the Most High is going to intensify those types of curses upon all Israel. Salaki, upon the 2/3 of Israel, man. All right? The prophets are warning you to put that shit down, get away from that, to get away from the music that's behind that. All that shit is demonic. Okay? When you guys see all the hell and Jacob's trouble come, verse 29 to 28 says, then shall they call upon me. See? Because as it is written in the book of Hosea 5 and 15, in their affliction they shall seek me early. It says, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. Talk about the prophets. You know, so if you into that and you happen to come across this show, this lesson, if you into that stuff, put that down, man, because the so-called white man set that up for your destruction. All right? Yes, it ties into the curses, but the Most High uses the so-called white man as a sword. All right? And that sword could be any instrument of destruction, and his music, his culture, all this type of shit that he puts out, the propaganda that he puts out and tell you how Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans how to be, it's a part of that poison, man, that leads to your destruction. It says that, so repent, man. Repent and come back to the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, if you into that lifestyle. It says, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. Because right now, this thing is readily available on YouTube. Yeah, they shut us down, but we have so many channels. You can still get the truth, man. But there's going to become a famine of the world when this thing is going to be hard to get. So now's the time to get this truth, repent of your bullshit, all right? And get right with the Most High. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. You know, and that's what happened with that Jake right there. He was trying to seek, you know, in his last breath, he was looking for help. But I guess the bullets, you know, they said 5 hit his head and, of course, punctured his lung. He's gasping for air, couldn't breathe, couldn't let out his... Next thing you know, he's in the spirit world. Now he's in his right mind. You know? But that's what Jake sort of do. You know, they wait till the last minute till life catches up with them, man. And the Most High will catch up with 2/3 of the nation of Israel, man. This is just the beginning. All right? It says, they shall call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. Hold on, verse 29. I got to read that. For that they hated knowledge. Now, Hosea 4 and 6 tells us that our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. You think if our people know these scriptures, they'll be out there gangbanging and doing this ridiculous stuff? No. And did not choose the fear of the Lord. So you have to choose the fear of the Most High. And the fear of the Most High is to what? Turn away from evil. To have wisdom. Okay? To not be caught up in the snares and traps of the devil, the so-called white man. Alright? And this gang violence is a snare and a trap, man. It says, they would none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way. That's what that individual did. He ate the fruit of his own way. You get what you put out. You pushing out, killing each other over fucking color and all this type of stuff endlessly. That stuff is going to catch up to you. Alright? All you jakes out there that's doing this sort of madness all throughout the world, really. You know? Because if you go to Brazil, they killing each other. Gang shit. You know? All the 12 tribes. The Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You go on all the tribes. They kill each other senselessly. Well, they should be united as brothers. But again, it's curses, man. They'll never go to their oppressor, but they'll go to one another and kill each other. It says, and be filled with their own devices. And that's their own device. You know? That's their own device. You bragging about going up on somebody's block and we outside and all type of shit. Stuff like that's going to catch up to you. It says, for the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from the fear of evil. And that's what we doing, man. Alright, because the Yahushua told us, look, man, you guys, us, we're the sheep in the midst of wolves. So we're the prey out here. So we go to the Lord, and his name is a strong tower, prayer, and do these shows, alright? And keep our fear in the Most High, because then that's when we know, pursuant to Psalms 34 and 7, that the angels of the Lord encampeth around those that fear him. These guys didn't have no fear of the Most High. So when them death angels came out, it was a wrap. But if you've had fear in the Most High will guide you through the valley, alright, of the shadow of death, which is America, man. Because death surrounds you all around, from the food you eat to the air you breathe. You know, you need Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. And that's what our people got to start falling back on. Repent of the bullshit, you know, and fall back on your creator, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. With that, I'm going to give all praises To Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakakadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, which you well. Salutations to the hopeful elect out there. You Akim to Zadakim that do this thing in the utmost truth and sincerity. Shalom.